Hi. I like to collect things. I have quite a few collections, all the way from figures to clothing. I'm going to show each one to you today, going from least to most items in the collection. This list is subject to change, so these numbers will probably not be accurate in the next few months. Number 10. Jackets are my smallest collection that could be considered one. Only counting ones that I use often, I have 7. My favorite is this one. This My Chemical Romance Party Poison hoodie is the most comfortable to wear, but thin enough to stow away in a bag easily. Close second is my Camp Howell cat jacket. Number 9. Cat items is a much more recent collection, starting sometime mid-2023 and growing from there. There are only 13 items in this collection, so very small but still cute and makes for a good cabinet display. My favorite item has to be this little ghost cat painted on a rock that I got at a convention. Number 8. T-shirts. I wear nothing but graphic tees. My closet is full of them, categorized into the subjects on the shirts. Movies, bands, the basics. I also have dumb ones like this in the random section, though they really should get their own category. Categorization will be a common theme, by the way. In total, not including shirts I wear to bed, I have 47 shirts. They each have specific colored or material hangers that they go on, so everything stays in the proper order, and I couldn't be happier with it. I'll show you my favorites from each category since I cannot pick an all-time. For movies, I love this Pet Sematary poster tee. For bands, my MCR Trans Am shirt. And in the random category, there's a few. I like my VidCon Anaheim shirt and this forklift certified one. Also, this limited edition Smosh shirt that is my only piece of merchandise from them. For cats, I gotta go with this one. Number 7. Plushies. Now, this is an entirely subjective category because there are so many plushies in my house. So we'll only include the ones in my room and one that is not. We'll get to him in a minute. I have 7 Pokemon Build-A-Bears, all on the top net here. Big SpongeBob over here is also a Build-A-Bear. There are 9 plushies in the nautical net, 10 in the kitty net, and 19 in the big net. But wait, we're not done yet. Cracker Jack, Millie, and Simba count, as well as all my childhood plushies in this bag. There's 16 of them. There's also a couple more Pokemon friends on my dresser, and for the guy not in my room, big ol' Mr. Hot Wings. We love Hot Wings in this house. In total, I've got 62 plushies. Number 6. Where do I start on Funko Pops? My first one was a gift from my cousins during Hanukkah in 2018, and since then it has been a major roller coaster. Because they can take up very large amounts of space, it's hard to get more. But also, they can be hard to sell. Collectible prices are changing all the time and it can be super hard to keep up. I'm pretty filled at 87. I don't like how all the coolest ones are massive and difficult to display out of box. Yes, if you haven't noticed, every figure I own is out of box. I choose to make my displays a little more interesting than just a lot of cardboard. Some of my absolute favorite figures are this Ant-Man on Antony, Pepita, Arcanine, Jiraiya on a Toad, and all of my gooses. You simply cannot tell me any of these ones look better inside the box. Number 5. We've made it halfway. I love buttons and keychains. I have so many, and I feel like that's obvious if you go to school with me, because I jingle like a crowded set of car keys. Not only do I wear a majority of them across my chest, but I also have this little storage container of everything else I don't wear day to day. I have 90 buttons and 21 keychains, which makes 111 in total. Number 4. Littlest Pet Shops were a childhood staple for my formative years. Though I've made a hell of a profit from selling some, a lot still remain in my collection. Most of my childhood pets are in their original form, but some had to be rebought. I was obsessed with them, and still kinda am now that Basic Fun put the new gen on shelves. I definitely have plans to keep collecting the new figures, and maybe I'll go back and buy some of the ones I regret selling, or ones I never had before that I always wanted. My favorites are 1326, 2344, and many, many more that I vividly remember playing with as a kid. These two unfortunately are rebuys because I lost the originals a long time ago. This pile you're seeing is entirely made up of my original childhood figures though. They raised me, and I love them. In total, I have 119 figures. This does not include modern generation minis, of which I have over 50. Number 3. Physical media. This includes both CDs and DVDs. It is also a subjective collection because we have a lot of these in the house too. I personally have 47 CDs and 73 DVDs on these shelves. Mid-recording, I actually realized I have 3 more coming in the mail. That makes 123. However, if we were counting amounts of actual discs rather than cases like that total accounted for, that number shoots up by 45, mainly because the SpongeBob DVD has 14 discs and each season of Big Bang Theory has 3 to 4. Number 2. My enamel pin collection started in 2022 at Antho, New England when I encountered the Fursona Pins booth in the vendor hall. I bought one pin and a few stickers, the pin being this tiger. It sits on my personal board next to my con badge of the same con I got it from. Since then, I've grown heavily. I'm currently at over 250. This does not count the large quantities of commission pin stock that I have. My big board is 4 feet tall and 3 feet wide, holding categorized sections of different pins that are not personally relevant enough to be on the personal board at the bottom here. The sections are romance, cats, outdoors, party, and mystic. I also forgot to mention the fox and the winter boards. As much as I adore every single pin, this is still not number 1. Number 1. This one feels like a cheat, because these items are extremely easy to keep racking up, especially when collecting common versions like I do. Pokemon cards, a world phenomenon since 1996, are my largest collection across 2 neatly organized binders. All my cards are categorized by the animals they're based off of, or their types, categories such as Wodens and Wabbits.
Don't mess with the sea life! See you later, Stinky!
But that's all in the secondary binder. Where my treasures truly lie are in this smaller binder. This has all of my EVs, my team Pokemon from Alpha Sapphire, cats, and dogs. In total, there are over 1,000 cards across both binders, and I'm pretty frequently buying more and more. Literally midway through recording, I got a card delivery. I can't believe this. I've been collecting since I was 6, and a couple of cards within these binders are actually from my childhood. This collection is a chunk of little me stashed away in these sleeves, so even though it's an easy top slot, it deserves it. Thanks for watching.